Okay, I got a third example of the front of the body for you. Wanted to include this one mainly because the pecs are flexed, really flexed, and you can see that dimple on the sides. This really helps to show the 3 different heads in there. So I'm starting here, you can see, with the bony landmarks. So kind of just a little orange color. You don't have to do this, you can just do it like I was doing in the other examples. But basically I just got the clavicles, I got the sternum, and I got 1 dot there at the bottom for the ASIS, anterior superior iliac spine of the pelvis. And now I'm just starting to add the pec. So there's the division between the pec and the deltoid for the clavicular portion. Swings right in there. And then right below that, you can see pretty clear. Swings right in there, that's the sternal portion. And each portion is made up of a lot of different fibers too. It's not just going to be one flat sheet for each one of these. You're going to see overlapping fibers inside or within each section too, as you could see in how I indicated in the sternal section. On the other side, again, you got the clavicular section of the pec, swinging to the inside of the deltoid, to the humerus, right there, sternal section, and I didn't add enough roundness to it initially. And down here, abdominal section, and it really wraps in when it flexes. That tendon gets pulled back towards the sternum or towards the abs, and you could really see that, how that muscle curls inward. Anterior section of the deltoid, that's the section that connects to the clavicle. And then you got the lateral section, which connects to the scapula. And then I do see a little piece wrapping back in from the posterior section. Same thing on the other side. Moving on to the tricep over here, trapezius. On both sides, just establishing the border first to the connection, and then establishing the inside border. And on this side, you can't see it very well, but yeah, there is one there, and I noticed when I was doing the photo shoot that his right side is bigger. You can kind of see it there. It connects a little bit closer towards the inside, or towards the middle of the body. It's a much larger volume. So he was not symmetrical in the trapezius area. And then the sternocleidomastoid muscle to the pit of the neck. Tricep to the tendon. Okay, from the elbow, there's that tendon, and then you got the tricep again on the other side. And there's the separation. Tricep is another one of those pretty difficult muscles. It's got 3 heads, and especially on the inside view, I find it pretty difficult. Okay, brachialis and then bicep. Bicep again on this side. Zoom in a little bit. And that tendon of the bicep goes in inside the forearm to the bone. Same thing with the brachialis. There's the ridge muscles, which connect up at the humerus. They're a forearm muscle, but they connect to the muscle, to the bone of the upper arm, which is the humerus. And then that ridge group swings into the inside of the thumb area. So there's that tendon, and then it connects up here to the meaty part. Trying to identify where that extensor group for the thumbs is. So I'm trying to track the tendon, so it goes to the index finger in here. So the the extensors go to the index finger, and then to the left of that would be the thumb group. Okay, it's going to be the same thing on this side, just a mirror image. So I'm starting by tracking that tendon of the extensor group. The ridge group just wraps around to the front, and there's the thumb extensors. Yeah, a little bit of the flexors visible on the other side right there. Okay, let's move back to the torso. There's a lot of focus on the arms. So for the abs, I'm going to start with just a gesture. Or not a gesture, just kind of an outline of the border of the abs. Directional lines for external oblique fibers. Can't really see much in there. A lot of it's covered with the arm, and there's a cast shadow there. So can't really see much tonal information, so I'm not going to indicate too much of it, just some directional fibers. And then in here, same thing. Almost done with this one. Not too much information actually in the lower part of the torso there. We're pretty much just seeing abs and a little bit of external oblique. This pose is all about the arms and the pecs. All right, guys. If you want, you can add some fiber information and paint in some white spots, some light spots for the bones and tendons. And then what I actually did after I stopped recording is I cleaned up the abs a little bit. I created an outline for each ab instead of just kind of creating a grid. So I think it looks a little bit better when it's indicated that way. Okay, thank you for watching, and thank you for sharing this with your friends. Bye-bye.